6.46 ERA. It is absolutely gorgeous here at Bosse Field, and I'll tell you, Mother Nature is throwing us a bone after lots and lots of rain in the early parts of this 2024 season. The forecast is looking magnificent for the next few days, so hopefully that R word stays away, which has been devastating to Evansville, not just at home, but also on the road. Again, we had a delay in the Washington series, also against Florence as well. That game was postponed, so we should be good. We're going to take a step aside for the national anthem, followed by today's first pitch here on Evansville's digital network and Flow Sports. We'll be right back.
Performed by Madison Lowe.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket guns bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It's that time of the evening again. Otters baseball coming your way here on the Otters Digital Network and Flow Sports. It is absolutely stunning here at Bosse Field tonight. 80 degrees, partly cloudy skies. You could not ask for a better day of Tuesday baseball here at the ballpark. Greetings and salutations, everybody. Kyle Chandler joining you in the broadcast booth, bringing you the play-by-play action. And it is going to be a good one between the Evansville Otters and the Washington Wild Things. The Wild Things coming in 9-5 on the 2024 season, and the Otters trying to get back on track, 5-10. But as we mentioned in the pregame show, it's still early. Lots of baseball here left in the season to play, and we'll see if the Otters can get a little momentum going here at home. Ballpark dimensions here at Bosse Field. It is 315 apiece down the right and left field lines, 375 to the left and right center alleys, and it is 400 dead center. Symmetrical ballpark, and it is a great ballpark indeed. Historic Bosse Field, so much history, and we'll hope to give you a factoid or two here tonight about that. Calling the balls and strikes, Nick Barone, and our first base umpire is Greg Hendricks. Out at third, Brett Gyron. And out on the mound, it will be Zach Smith, who just finished his warm-up tosses. He's ready to go. Smith, an 0-2 win-loss record on the 2024 season. This is his fourth appearance, all in starts, 17 2/3 innings of work, and a 1.53 ERA. He will face Caleb McNeely, the center fielder, taking his hacks from the right side. And it is a righty-on-righty matchup here to begin tonight's ball game. Smith working from the stretch. He kicks, he deals, and this ball is swung on, lined into left field, base hit, and it is delivered at 6:36 p.m. So one pitch, and McNeely already on base with a single.
Batting second to third base for Tommy Caulfield.
Well, this will really be a test for Smith on the mound. He pitched so well against Washington that it's hard to follow it up two times. Now here's Tommy Caulfield, And he takes the first pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. Smith, the last time that he saw Washington, gave up 2 runs, 1 earned, and that was in 6+ innings on the mound. Now the 1-0. Misses a little bit outside. Now they always say in sports it's hard to beat a team twice, especially that's a good football narrative. Well, it's hard to pitch well against the same team twice, especially when you are seeing them this close together. Now the pitch misses away. 3-0 now to Caulfield. Runner on first, nobody out. Top of the first inning, no score. Here's Smith's 3-0. A little bit high, ball 4. And that's going to be one key to success for him tonight. If he wants to follow it up with another good start, he is going to have to command the zone. This is a tough Wild Things lineup. Although they don't have the best of averages team-wise, in fact, Evansville is hitting better than them average-wise. They really did some damage the last time these two teams met. First pitch to Wagner Lagrange. In there, a called strike, and it's 0-1. First and second, nobody out, no score. Top of the first. Washington getting the best of Evansville on the road less than a week ago. That was at Wild Things Park. Now the 0-1. Breaking ball. On the outside, Black tickles the corner for a called strike, and it's 0-2. That was a Washington sweep, which was a part of their 9-game win streak. Boy, that was something that they put together. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball, nubbed out towards the first base side foul. We'll try it again. And after the start that they had, with where they finished in the 2023 season, I think most of the teams in the league expected them to be better, but not to have this kind of start. Here's the 0-2, and it's a bouncing ball in the dirt. Nice block by Felix, the catcher. Played it to perfection. Well, it's always interesting to see how the ball bounces off dirt versus how it bounces in the turf. It does have a different carom off the playing surface. Here's the 1-2. Swung on line through the right side, base hit. Being waved around third is McNeely, but he'll put on the brakes there. So everybody advances 90 feet, and now the bases are full of Wild Things, and it's Andrew Check coming to the plate.
28, Andrew Check.
So a bit of a rocky start here for Smith. We'll see how he works around the bases loaded jam. Still nobody out, top of the first, and Washington has a chance to strike first. Now Check had a tough week. He was 1 for 7 against Gateway, 0 for 8 against Evansville. Here's the first pitch, and it's an inside fastball called a strike, 0-1. Now, talking with Jake Green, who is not catching today, but he did the last time that these two teams met. He said they did a lot of scouting on Check. Now the 0-1, misses outside. And they found some weaknesses within his swing, and they were able to really execute that. Again, they held the guy that just had the Frontier League Offensive Player of the Week title hitless. The 1-1, swung on, popped up behind the plate, and we'll try it now at 1-2. Bases loaded, nobody out, no score. Smith gets the sign. Now the pitch. Swung on, roped out to first, off the glove of Medham, and this will kick into right field down by the bullpen for Evansville. 2 runs coming in to score, and the throw to the plate not in time to try to get Caulfield. So that's going to end up going down as a double for Czech, if I'm not mistaken. That can't be charged as an error, can it? That ball was smoked to first. Well, they're putting one up on the scoreboard, so
Hitter 31, Tyreek Reed.
looks like those runs are going to come in unearned. So moving up to third is Lagrange. Standing on second now is Czech. 2-0 Wild Things, and here's Tyreek Reed. Watches the first one down low, 1-0. Well, that was a 1-2 count that Czech had, and able to reach on that error. Here's the pitch. In there, a called strike. Evens the count now, 1-1 to Reed. Reed against Gateway, 3 for 10. Righty on righty matchup. And Reed against the Grizzlies scored a run, walked, struck out twice. It's a quiet series for him. It's still a good average, the 1-1. Misses a little bit low. Reed, the last time that he saw Evansville, 3 for 9. And he was very aggressive on the bases, 4 runs scored. But he also walked 3 times with an RBI. Smith asking for a new baseball. Well, those runs, again, being unearned. And Smith has had a lot of those early in the season. Here's the 2-1. Misses down low in the dirt, ball 3. Smith on the year, out of the 3 earned runs that he's given up, has also now surrendered. Another 7 unearned on top of that, the 3-1. Lined back to the screen, foul. And we'll try it now at full for Reed. Well, there is a base open. So a walk would set up the double play ball, but there's still nobody out here in the top of the first. Smith ready. He delivers. Swinging a foul tip off the glove of the catcher. Felix couldn't squeeze it. Well, Evansville, as a unit after that error, they are 15th in the Frontier League defensively in their fielding percentage. Here's the pitch, and it's swung on, popped up towards the left side, nearing the third base dugout of the Wild Things, but this will land on the roof and be a foul ball. So we'll try it again with a payoff.
Never regret it.
The Otters have committed 21 errors in what is now their 16th game. They came in with a .963 fielding percentage, and that was only above New York. Here's the 3-2. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Huge out number 1 there for Smith. And both runners stay on second and third, 1 down, and it's Quincy Lattimore coming to the plate. 2-0. Washington leading, top of the first. Lattimore had a tough series against Gateway. Here's the pitch, and it misses high on a fastball, 1-0. Now, something came about the Grizzlies in that weekend series while on the road playing at Wild Things Park. They were able to figure something out in those last 2 games, shutting out Washington. 1-0 misses high. Another fastball from Smith. 2-0 the count now. So you think that being held to 5 runs, which was Evansville against Washington wasn't so great. Well, Washington was held to 4 runs against Gateway. Only difference being Washington was able to take that series opener, so they did not get swept. Smith, glove at the chest. From the stretch deals. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. It was a beautiful pitch there from the right-hander. Smith, a 4-seam fastball, 2-seam fastball, cutter, slider, change in the arsenal. Now the 2-1. Another fastball misses down low. 3-1 now to Lattimore. Well, the thing about that slider is it almost works more as a slurve. Has a little bit of vertical drop to it to complement that horizontal movement. Well, that 2-0 pitch dropped off the table. Now the 3-1. In there for a called strike. He painted the outside corner with a fastball. Lattimore was ready to head down to first. But instead, the count now full. Big pitch coming. And Smith will step off. The right-hander gets the sign. He's ready. The pitch. Breaking ball called strike 3. Oh, Lattimore didn't even want to get the back of his shoulders. He was looking for the walk the whole way. Instead, he'll walk back to the dugout.
33, J.C. Santini.
Huge strikeout there for Smith. And now it's second and third with 2 outs. So a chance for Smith to really limit the damage here. Here's J.C. Santini, the catcher, righty on righty battle. And it's a fastball that just misses the zone. Well, Felix pausing before throwing that pitch back and looking back to our home plate umpire, Nick Barone, saying, where did that miss? Two to nothing Washington, top of the first, the pitch. And it's on the outside black, a called strike, evens the count. Santini batting .286. Those are really good numbers for a catcher. He's played in 10 games prior to this one. But if he can keep this average up, he's going to be deadly on both sides of the ball. Takes a fastball just off the inside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. Santini catching in 4 out of the 6 games last week. That was 2 against Evansville and 2 against Gateway. He is the primary catcher. The 2-1. Just a bit high. Boy, these are some really close pitches. Felix again. Not too pleased, but the count 3-1. Well, again, there is first base open. The 3-1 pitch. Misses outside, ball 4. So the inning will continue, and that's the second walk in which Smith has allowed here this inning, and he is really starting to labor out there in this top of the first. Here comes Max Peterson. Well, he gave up a single to Caleb McNeely on 1 pitch to begin the game. Then he walked Tommy Caulfield, then gave up a single to Wagner Lagrange. That loaded the bases, and then Andrew Check ended up reaching on an error. And because that ball kicked off the first baseman David Mendham's glove, Check was able to move all the way up to second base. It plated 2. Both of those runs unearned. And that's your score. It's 2-0 Washington. It seemed like Smith settled down, and the next two batters striking out Tyreek Reed and Quincy Lattimore, but then he just walked J.C. Santini. So the meeting is over. Here's Ethan Wilder. First pitch to him. Swung on, grounded out towards short. Delgado has it, flips to the bag at second for the force. Post retrieve it, and the inning is over. I'll tell you what, it could have been a lot worse than what it was. Couple of runs come in to score for Washington. They lead it 2-0 after a half inning, and Evansville is coming to the plate for the first time when we come back here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network.
While holding a Troni's pizza box like a waiter, the winner receives a pair of GA tickets. Runners, are you ready? On your mark, get set, go! Awesome job, boys. Let's give a round of applause for our winner. And back to you, Zane.
Thank you, Chloe. Catch your battery for the Washington Wild Things is powered by The Answer Auto Repair East. Find all your battery needs at The Answer Auto Repair East. They're located at 2319 North River Road, or you can give them a call, 812-475-9000. Tell them Zane from the Otters sent you. Saying hello to a group outing here at the ballpark. Paul Zuzic has a crew of about 30 there in section 17. So let's wave hello to Paul and all of his friends, 29 of them in section 17. Thanks for joining us here at Bossy Field. Enjoy the rest of this Fifth Third Bank Family Tuesday. Edward Jones, leadoff batter, the center fielder, number 23, Blake Mosley.
Here's the Edward Jones, leadoff hitter of the game for Evansville. Blake Mosley coming to the plate. He will face Daryl Frigio. Bottom of the first inning, 2-0 Washington over Evansville. And again, that damage, if you missed the top of the first inning, could have been a lot worse. It was second and third with nobody out, and that was after those 2 runs already came in to score. So a good job by Zach Smith limiting the damage, and Mosley slaps the first pitch back to the screen foul. It's 0-1.
Choose the best, never regret.
Righty on lefty matchup. Frigio 1-1 on the year win-loss wise. This is his 4th appearance, all in the starting role, 15 1/3 innings. Next pitch. On the inside corner, a called strike to Mosley. He's down in the count now, 0-2. Frigio, a 6.46 ERA, but he is the reigning Frontier League Pitcher of the Week. He winds and fires, and the 0-2 is sent foul back behind the plate. That is because Frigio pitched against Evansville last. That was in the series finale back on May 23rd. He went 9 full innings. And he was pitching a shutout until that 9th frame. Now the 0-2 home. Breaking ball just off the outside corner. And Frigio stumbled a little bit in that 9th inning. His pitch count was getting really high. But overall on the outing, he was terrific. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, tapped at the plate, foul. Ooh, watch out, that got the ankle of Mosley. Hobbling up that first baseline, that ball ricocheted towards the third base dugout of Washington. And it seems like Mosley is okay. Well, I saw Mosley down in the front office before this game started. Not exactly sure what he was doing down there. Had something to do with his identification. Now the 1-2. And it's slapped foul to the left side. We'll try it again. I really got to dive into a conversation with Mosley during the Florence series. He saw that I had the Holy Bible open. I was reading a chapter out of there, and he grew up as a Christian in his household. The 1-2, swing and a miss. So Mosley down on strikes. He's out number 1. Here's Riley Delgado. Really cool to have that connection, and a lot of these players have a faith-based background. They will pray together before games. They have weekly chapel that they attend, and it's just a delight to see. So now it's Riley Delgado. First pitch to him. At the knees, a called strike, 0-1. 2-0 Washington. We're in the bottom of the first. Base is empty, 1 out. Delgado missed the Washington series last week. The pitch, he goes after it and hits it foul to the right side. We'll try it now at 0-2. That's because him and his brother Casey, both on the team, both have full-time jobs aside from baseball. Righty on righty matchup. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And Delgado taps it back to the screen. We'll try it again at 0-2. So Delgado couldn't get out of work, and he had to join the club for the Florence series. So this is his first time seeing Washington this year. But against the Yalls, he was 2 for 7. Goes after the next pitch, hits it to the right side foul. Delgado working on a 5-game hit streak. That dates all the way back to the Joliet series. But against Florence, he did drive in an RBI with 2 runs. Now the 0-2. And he sends it foul to the right side again. So a good battle brewing here between Frigio and Delgado. That is 4 foul balls in a row. Here's the pitch. Swung on, slapped out towards second base. Taken on a bounce. Wilder has it. Flips to first, 2 down. So 2 quick ones for Frigio. And now it's David Mendham coming to the plate.
Number 34, David Mendham.
Well, Mendham has been on quite the roll to begin this 2024 season. He has been swinging a flaming hot bat. He's got some blue flames on there. The pitch, slapped off to the left side out of play. Mendham 6 for 11 against Florence, but it gets better. 4 RBIs, 3 runs scored, and a trio of doubles. His 0-1 pitch misses high. 2-0 Washington. We're in the bottom of the first. Mendham with a .400 average here to start this season. The 1-1. And he goes after one in the dirt, can't connect. 1-2 the count now. He is hitting just a smidge under where Patrick Lee was before he got signed by Detroit. That was right before the series finale against Washington a week ago. Well, if we haven't said it enough, congratulations to Patrick Lee. Now the 1-2. And it's a tapper to the right side foul. Just past the first base bag. We'll try it again. That's a guy that you would think is going to rake at least at the lower levels of minor league. We're not exactly sure where he's reporting to. I believe Andy McCauley said that it's Lakeland for now, but he might spend some time in the rookie level. 1-2. In there, called strike 3. Mendham flipping his arm up in the air, thinking that pitch was high. He did not like that call, but it's a pair of strikeouts for Frigio in the bottom of the first. Sets the Otters down in order, and it's 2-0 Washington. We're heading to inning number 2.
It's time for our D-Bat Dizzy Bat Home Run Derby. Josh is going hits it into the net, he'll be going home with some free Otters tickets. DBAT is Evansville's premier, locally owned, indoor baseball and softball training facility. Experience top-notch batting cages, automated pitching machines for baseball, fast pitch, and slow pitch softball, personalized lessons, exciting camps and clinics, unforgettable birthday parties, and a pro shop filled with everything you need, powered by Rawlings. Located on O'Hara Drive near the airport, visit DBAT 7 days a week for all your baseball and softball needs. Back to you, Zane.
Thanks, Chloe. Fans, do you need an ice-cold frosty one? Visit one of our beer stations out in the concourse for can, bottle, and draft beers, including Bud Light, Kona Big Wave, and even the Tri-State's first Busch Light Peach Tap. Please enjoy responsibly. Leading off for the Washington Wild Things, batting ninth at shortstop 2, Carson Flowers.
Top of the second, 9-1-2 in the order for Washington. Zach Smith back on the rubber, and his first pitch to Carson Clowers is a ground ball back over the mound, deep in the hole. Second baseman Boast has it behind the bag, throws to first, but it's not in time.
Back to the top
Washington leads it 2-0.
And
And for the Evansville starter, he threw 34 pitches in that first inning. 18 went for strikes, but again, if you were watching in that top of the first, boy, there could have been a lot more damage. So the lineup will turn over. It's the leadoff man, Caleb McNeely, coming to the plate. Here's his first pitch, and it misses a little bit low and outside. McNeely saw just one pitch to begin this ball game, and then he laced one into left field for a base hit. Runner on first, nobody out. Top of the second, 2-0. The pitch, a little bit outside, 2-0. As we mentioned, Smith is really going to have to control the zone if he wants to find success against this Wild Things unit. He gave up 5 walks in his last start. Now the 2-0. Swing and a miss. And don't get me wrong, Smith was terrific out on the mound his last time against Washington, but it's just not a good recipe for success to be walking that many guys, even if you can roll a couple of double play balls as he did against the Wild Things last time out. The 2-1, runner goes to second, and it is tapped off the glove of the catcher, Felix. I wonder where that ball would have went if Felix wasn't jumping out of the squat to try and throw out Clowers heading to second. That might have got a piece of our home plate umpire, Nick Barone. Here's the 2-2. Runner goes again. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second, and Felix falls to the dirt. Ball goes into center field, and Clowers is heading for third. Throw in, not in time. Well, Clowers looked like he slipped heading to second, and then Felix slipped at the plate. So a good throw might have had the shortstop, but instead it's the second error of the game for Evansville, and he now stands on third. So that makes the strikeout to McNeely all the more impactful. One down, top of the second, 2-0 Washington. At the plate, Tommy Caulfield, righty on lefty matchup. The pitch misses a little bit outside. So who are they going to charge that error to? And it's an E4. Thanks, guys. Now the 1-0. A little bit high, another fastball. So they're going to say that Bose should have stopped that ball before going into the outfield. You do have to give Clowers one stolen base, but the advancement to third is where the error comes in. Now the 2-0. Another heater misses away. Boy, Smith has just had not the best control here to begin tonight's ball game. Now he still has 3 strikeouts, and he's fallen behind a lot early. 3-0, a get me over fastball, called strike 1. Well, with that stolen base, Clowers now 10 of 11 in swipes. And Washington, a very aggressive team in stolen bases. The pitch, outside, ball 4. So Caulfield heads down to first. Runners at the corners now for Washington. They lead it 2-0. Top of the second inning. And there's one down for Wagner Lagrange. Second time that Caulfield has reached on a walk in his 2 plate appearances. Lagrange singled his first time up. The pitch, breaking ball in the outside corner, called strike 1. Well, Lagrange saw 3 games against Schaumburg. That was during opening weekend, and then he went on the DL. This is his first game back. The 0-1, runner goes to second, swing and a miss, throw down to the bag, and it is in plenty of time. They're going to get Caulfield at second, but coming in to score Clowers. So it ends up going down as a double steal. Clowers makes it a 3-0 game. Caulfield out number 2. And hold on a minute. They're going to say batter's interference. So Evansville heading off the field, that's going to do it. Scratch the run, and it's going to be a double play. How about that? Well, we'll head to the bottom of the second. Washington leads it 2-0 over Evansville here on Flow Sports in the Otters Digital Network.
Time to see who gets to upgrade to the Ashley Furniture Best Seats in the House. Our lucky winner will get to spend the rest of the game in the best seats in the house. So I say hello and congratulations to Zachary Canizar. Zachary Canizar, congratulations to the winner of the Ashley Furniture Home Store Best Seats in the House. Head on down to the best seats in the house and enjoy the view for the rest of the game. The best seats in the house also means you have the best view of the Heritage Video Board and Honor Vision. Follow along with all of our video board action today, and be sure to visit heritagefederal.org for all of your banking needs. And we just had a Hoosier Lottery Powerball double play. Every time the Otters turn a double play, Otter staff will be handing out a free Powerball coupon to everyone 18 or older in Section 12. Congratulations, Section 12. Play ball with the Hoosier Lottery, and please play responsibly. Batting for designated hitter, number 3, Anthony Clarko.
Anthony Calarco leading it off. We're in the bottom of the second. 2-0 Washington over Evansville. Dario Frigio back on the mound. Worked a 1-2-3 in the first. And his first pitch to the designated hitter misses outside, 1-0. Righty on lefty matchup. Frigio set down Mosley and Mendham on strikes. Also rolled a ground out from Delgado's bat. Next pitch on the outside corner. And it's called a strike to even the count. Now, if you haven't been to our team shop yet, make sure to visit that. The pitch, swing and a miss, 1-2. If you pick up a scorecard, which is only $1 down in the team shop, you can get a series preview card along with it. And in that, you'll be able to see that Anthony Calarco is one of the players to watch. Goes after the 1-2, lines it down the right field line, base hit. This one's heading for the corner. On his horse, Calarco, and he will cruise into second base with a leadoff double. Well, that's one of the reasons that he's a player to watch this series. Calarco just offers so much pop with the bat, and he picks up his third double in what is now his sixth game with Evansville. It's an early runner in scoring position for the Otters. Here in the bottom of the second, Yomar Reyes coming to the plate. 2-0, Washington leads it. First pitch to Reyes. Here it comes. Breaking ball misses. No, it was called a strike. Well, I'll tell you, this is going to be a really, really fun series. Nick Barone, Greg Hendricks, and Brett Giron. That was the umpiring crew that we had in Florence. Now the 0-1. Breaking ball, slap back to the screen, foul, 0-2 to Reyes. We have already had disagreements on both sides of the calls here in this game. If you were a part of that y'all series, oh, you watched some fireworks between the managers, the pitchers, the players, and these umpires. Now the 0-2, and Reyes checks his swing, and excuse me swing on one that was well outside the zone. He's down on strikes, and he is out number one here in the bottom of the second.
Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 9, Mason.
And that'll bring up Mason House. Washington on top, 2-0. Runner on second for the Otters. House 1 for 5 in the series against Florence. He picked up his first base hit upon making his return off the disabled list. Now the first pitch to him. Breaking ball misses away, 1-0. And that was a triple. So a good way to bring yourself back into it. House spending some time on the DL because of a ligament injury. Now the 1-0. He cuts and comes up empty. That happened during the weekend series against Joliet when Evansville was on the road against the Slammers. That was all the way back in the second week of May. Frigio ready. He offers up. And House takes a big cut there. Can't connect. He was trying to send that one to the railroad system, which is just beyond the right field wall. Count now 1-2. Frigio looking for his fourth strikeout. The pitch. Breaking ball. Called. Strike 3. House knew it. Back-to-back Ks after a leadoff double. This is what we saw from Frigio the first time that these two teams met and he was on the mound. And a scoring chance for Evansville may go by the wayside if they can't do anything with it here. It's Randy Bednar. Righty on righty matchup. The pitch. Misses way outside. A fastball. Easy take there for Bednar. Bednar, a .250 hitter on the year. 2 homers, 4 RBIs. Both of those home runs coming in his first 2 games in an Evansville uniform. Frigio steps off the mound, wants to think things over. That was during the Gateway Series, which was the Otters' first home series of the 2024 season. Now the 1-0. Heater down the middle, taken for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. In more recent times, Bednar 2 for 8 against Florence. An RBI, couple of walks, a run scored. Now the pitch. Breaking ball swung on, hit hard, out towards deep center field. McNeely backing up at the track, and he makes the catch on the run, stealing a base hit away from Bednar and keeping Evansville off the board in the second. Washington leads it 2-0. We're heading to the third here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network.
All right, Otters fans, it's time for the 10 fish toss. We've got Eva and Dustin competing to win 2 GA tickets. Are you ready? Get set. Go. Awesome job. Great work, guys. Thanks for playing. And back to you, Zane.
Thank you, Chloe. We have new concession items in 2024 under the first base concession stand for the new Italian food offerings that include fried ravioli, Bosco sticks, and pizza. And check out third base for our specialty menu items such as Marvin's Melt. If you want to know what Marvin's Melt is, it's an all-beef burger on Texas toast, dressed with grilled onions and Swiss cheese, made to order. And if you're looking for a quick beer or soda, a brand new grab and go is directly behind Ben's Pretzels. First baseman, 28, Andrew Check.
Middle third of the order due up for Washington. We're in the top of the third, and they lead it 2-0 over Evansville. Righty on lefty matchup. Zach Smith fires in the first pitch a little bit outside to Andrew Check, and it's 1-0. Check 0 for 1, reached on an error and scored 2 unearned runs. Now the 1-0, and it's on the outside. Black, a called strike, evens the count. That was back in that first inning. That's the only scoring that's happened. Here's Smith's next pitch, and Check cuts and comes up empty, 1-2. Now Check has really struggled over the last week of baseball, but he's still hitting .349. And that OPS is also really good. Over 1,300 in that department. 5 homers, 9 RBIs. The 1-2 misses away. Well, needless to say, this is a guy that can do some serious damage at the plate. And he is a large part of why Washington is second in the Frontier League right now in home runs. Now the pitch, and he hammers this one. High, deep to right field. He might have another one. House out of room, and this one clanks off the wall. It'll be extra bases for Check. He stops at second. It's a leadoff double.
Hitter 31, Tyreek Reed.
Well, that was inches away from being gone. And now it's Washington with an early scoring opportunity here in this top of the third. They're on top 2-0. Nobody out, and it's Tyreek Reed. Well, he was 0 for 8 last week against Evansville, but he demolished that baseball. First pitch on the outside corner, a called strike to Reed, 0-1. Smith at 53 total pitches, 29 strikes. He comes home. Breaking ball in the dirt. Nice sliding stop by Felix. 1-1 the count. Reed struck out his first time up. He was drafted after playing in JUCO ball. That was by the Texas Rangers in the 8th round of the 2017 draft. The pitch, and he bounces one over to third. Charging is Reyes by the bag, fields it, throws it to first in time. So Check will stay on second. Not really an opportunity to move over there, and now it's Quincy Lattimore. One down in the inning. Washington on top, 2-0. Now you want to talk about guys with an extensive minor league career. We just mentioned Reed, drafted by the Rangers. Lattimore has been in the game a long time. Takes a strike at the top of the zone, and it's 0-1 to him. Lattimore drafted by the Pirates. That was in 2007. Now the 0-1. Bouncing ball in the dirt. Another nice block by Felix. 1-1. And he went in the 4th round of that draft out of Middle Creek High School. Very highly regarded prospect. And he signed at just 18 years old. Spent a number of years in minor league baseball. The 1-1. Another fastball in the dirt. This time not as far outside, but Felix still having to drop to his knees and make sure that one stayed in front of him. Count now 2 balls and 1 strike to Lattimore. Lattimore has seen time with Pittsburgh, Cleveland, the Nationals, the Orioles, the Dodgers, and the Tigers. The pitch swung on and a weak ground ball hit to third, foul. We'll try it now at 2-2. He spent most of his career with Pittsburgh, the team he was drafted by. Made it all the way to Double-A with the Pirates. That was with the Altoona Curve back in 2012, his final season with the team. Now the 2-2. Bouncing ball in the dirt again. And Felix has been a brick wall back there, keeping it in front of him. Count now full. Runner on second, 1 down. 2-0 Washington. He had some good years in the minor leagues, including that final year at Altoona. 252 average, 754 OPS, 71 RBIs. The pitch. Swing and a foul tip into the glove. Felix holds on. Boy, he is looking like a gold glove catcher back there right now. And he secures a critical out number 2 after the leadoff double from Czech. He still stands there. And now it's J.C. Santini coming to the plate. Well, how about Smith? Already racking up 4 strikeouts. And again, if he can keep those walk numbers down the rest of the game, he can still put together a really good performance. First pitch swung on by Santini. Lined out to right, coming over House, and he won't be able to get there. Rounding third, heading for home check. He's able to touch safely, and it's an RBI single for Santini.
Second baseman.
So make it a 3-0 game. Smith so close to evading danger after that leadoff double. But the Wild Things first baseman able to cross the plate. So now it's Ethan Wilder, and he takes a strike. It's 0-1. Wilder into his first game with Washington. The pitch to him, and he takes it a little bit low. Well, Wilder in his first at-bat saw just 1 pitch, grounded out to short on a fielder's choice. Now the next offering. Just off the inside corner, 2-1. Well, this is a guy that's coming out of college. Righty on righty matchup. Now the pitch. On the outside, Black, a nice breaking ball there from Smith to even the count. Wilder coming from Lander University. He just finished his final season with the Bearcats. Deuces are wild, the pitch. Breaking ball swung on, hit hard out towards second, taken on a hop. Bose fields, throws to first. And the inning is over. One more comes in to score for Washington. They lead it 3-0 over Evansville. We're heading to the home half of the third here on Flow Sports in the Otters Digital Network.
Xavier Knox and our very own Evan the Otter from the Muhlenberg County Big Twig Toss. They're each going to throw an Otters mini bat, and whoever throws it the farthest will be our winner and get to keep their bat. Ready? Throw! And we have a winner! Congratulations! Thanks for playing, guys. Sorry, Evan. And back to you, Zane.
Thanks, Chloe. Otters are back tomorrow night, 6:35, the Senior Connection Wednesday against the Wild Things, and then the series finale on a Busch Light Thirsty Thursday. That night, you can enjoy beer specials. Our series finale against the Wild Things, a brief 3-game homestand for the Otters before they head out of town over the weekend. Social media pages have more information on promotions. Tickets are still available at EvansvilleOtters.com or by calling 812-435-8686 and tell them Zane sent you.
Home half of the third here on the Otters Digital Network and Flow Sports. Washington leads it over Evansville 3-0. And it's Justin Felix leading the inning off. Dario Frigio back on the hill. He has struck out 4 and he has looked good. Righty on righty battle, the pitch. And it's a fastball in there for a called strike 1. Well, the only base runner that Frigio has given up here tonight was Anthony Calarco. It was a leadoff double in the last inning, but Evansville couldn't capitalize. Here's the 0-1 home. And Felix hits it foul. That one stays at the plate. And we'll try it now at 0-2. Well, Washington in the top of the third said, oh, you know what? You don't want to capitalize on that chance. Well, we'll show you how it's done. It was a leadoff double from Andrew Check. And 3 batters later, J.C. Santini hit an RBI single to bring him in. Felix taking time, working with an 0-2 count, and I think that last foul ball may have gotten a piece of him. He's ready now, the 0-2. Breaking ball, misses outside. Good take there by the catcher. Hey, stay up to date with the latest news and promotions from the Evansville Otters. You can visit EvansvilleOtters.com. Now the 1-2. Another breaking ball outside. You can also subscribe to the Otters e-newsletter by clicking Join Our E-News. That's on the EvansvilleOtters.com homepage. Now the pitch. A little bit high. Count now full to Felix. A 154 hitter on the year. He was 0 for 4 in the series against Florence, 2 strikeouts. He just hasn't really been able to get the bat going quite yet. Frigio ready. Here it comes. This ball swung on, ripped towards third, under the glove of Caulfield, base hit. So Felix smashing that one through the left side. And he stands on first as another leadoff base runner for Evansville. They've garnered him now in back-to-back innings, and we'll see if the story is a little different with the results from the last inning. So now it's Austin Boast coming to the plate. Righty on righty matchup. Here's the pitch, and Boast hammers it high, Deep towards left field. Lattimore backing up. Track, wall, and he makes the catch right in front of the fence. Bose just a couple of feet shy of bringing Evansville back to within a run.
Number 23, Blake Mosley.
And instead, he'll head back to the dugout as out number 1. Bottom of the third, lineup flips over. Here's Blake Mosley. Washington leads it 3-0. Mosley 0 for 1. He struck out swinging his first time up. And he has an excuse me swing on the first pitch. Couldn't fully commit. Looked to be a breaking ball low. And it's 0-1. Mosley hitting .364 and 22 at-bats coming into this game. The 0-1. And the left-handed hitter cuts and comes up empty. It's 0-2. Mosley with an early 4 RBIs in his 5 prior contests with the Otters. This kid is going to be special. Here's the 0-2, and he slaps it to the left side foul, out of play. Mosley being signed right before the series opener against these guys, which was a week ago. Comes from Pittsburgh State University. The 0-2 to him, and he takes a fastball low and inside. And he has gotten to work early and often. Mosley in his first professional at-bat laced an RBI double down the left field line. And from there, he was off to the races. Frigio ready. The 1-2. Breaking ball just off that outside corner. So Mosley trying to battle after falling behind 0-2. Well, he fouled 4 pitches off in that first at-bat before striking out. So he's seeing the ball well. Now the 2-2. Breaking ball swung on, lined out towards left center, sinking quickly. This will not fall for a base hit. Lattimore on his wheels, and he's able to scoop it up right before it hits the grass. Nice play by the left fielder, and there's 2 down.
Shortstop, number 8.
So back-to-back outs towards the left side of the outfield, and here's Riley Delgado. Washington leads it 3-0. Bottom of the third inning. And there is still that runner on first. Justin Felix leading the frame off with a base hit. Delgado takes a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Riley 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. Now is 0-1. And he slaps it out towards the right side, charging down by the line. Lagrange can't get there, and that one just sneaks over the white chalk, a foul ball. So Delgado back to the plate with an 0-2 count. Well, you might be thinking, where is his brother Casey? He is on the roster, but has been on the disabled list since the beginning of the season. We were told that he may be making his return in the near future. Nothing set in stone, but there's a possibility. The 0-2. Fastball misses away, and it's 1-2 now to Delgado. Well, both the Delgado brothers have seen action in minor league baseball. And they're both older compared to the other guys in this league, the 1-2. And Riley swings at it, hits it back to the screen foul. We'll try it once more at 1-2.
Never regret it.
So these are 2 individuals very capable with their positions on the field. It's been a slow start for Riley, a 184 hitter on the year. The 1-2, and he hits it foul again.
Guess what? That overhead foul ball is brought to you by Heads Construction.
But for Delgado, he was off to a really slow start.
Never regret it.
And he's working on a 5-game hit streak. So starting to turn things around at the plate and bring that average back up. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And it's a chopper back to the mound, speared by Frigio. He'll run it over to first and flip it to his first baseman, Check, to retire the side. Well, another leadoff base hit for Evansville, but Justin Felix can't score, and Washington leads the Otters 3-0. We're heading to the fourth.
Otters fans, are you ready to witness flying pigs? Because it's time for Hickory Pit Stop Flying Pigs. We've got Hunter and Evan back to try again, and they're going to see who can sling their pig the furthest. Whoever does wins 2 GA tickets. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Ready, Evan? 3, 2, 1. Oh, and Evan's got it. Nice job.
Hopefully Evan shares his free tickets with our contestant who lost Evan, since I think Evan has a free pass, right? Pretty sure he has a free pass. Shortstop 2, Carson Clowers, leading off the Washington Wild Wings.
Carson Clowers leading off the top of the fourth inning. Zach Smith back on the rubber. A righty-on-righty matchup, and the pitch is a breaking ball on the outside corner, a called strike. It's 0-1. Washington leading Evansville 3-0. Zach Smith has allowed 2 earned runs here in this contest. The 0-1. Breaking ball misses low. And for Smith, he gave up 2 runs. 1 was earned in the first inning. Gave up another in the third, but he can still have a good outing. The 1-1. Swung on and hit high towards the right side. And foul territory. Mendham giving chase. Can't make the catch. Well, he had an opportunity, and with how wide Bosse Field plays in foul ground, he certainly had enough room to get there. But those can be really tough on the move as a first baseman. Again, whenever you have a field that does play this wide, you're not really used to being able to go that far over. So you might not think that it messes with the mind at all, but I wouldn't be surprised if it does. A 1-2. Breaking ball, swung on, hit out towards left center. That's going to fall for a base hit. Mosley picks it up, sends it back into the infield, but it's a leadoff single for Carson Clowers here to begin this top of the fourth. Well, in all 4 innings, Washington has had a leadoff base runner, and that is a great recipe for success. The lineup will turn over. Here's Caleb McNeely. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball hit out towards second. Weakly hit. Bose fields it. No throw to second. Instead, he goes for the shore out at first, and he retires McNeely. Well, that's a smart play by the second baseman. Unfortunately for Evansville, that just wasn't hit hard enough to be able to turn 2. So Clowers now standing on second, and it's Tommy Caulfield coming to the plate. Caulfield into his second year with the club, and he has been having a breakout season here in 2024. 3-0 Wild Things. The pitch, a little bit high. We're in the top of the fourth, one down. Caulfield 0 for 0, 2 plate appearances, both resulting in walks, one with a run scored. Righty on lefty battle. The pitch. Breaking ball misses outside, 2-0. Caulfield came into this game hitting .340, and he lit up the Evansville pitching staff in the last series. 6 for 11, 2 homers, 7 RBI, and 4 walks. Here's the 2-0. Well, first Smith will step off the mound, and he'll not throw it towards second. Look that direction, though. Now the 2-0. And it misses a little bit outside. 3-0. So Caulfield in danger of being walked for the third time here in this game. Smith needing a strike. The pitch. A get-me-over fastball, and it's in there. Make it a 3-1 count to Caulfield. Well, last year was Caulfield's first year of professional baseball, and again, he spent that with Washington. He had respectable numbers, but nothing that was eye-popping, and he just didn't really produce that many runs. That has been a totally different story this year. The pitch, and the 3-1 swung on, grounded hard out towards second. Bose fields it cleanly, throws to first in time. 2 down. Now, Caulfield has been one of the top hitters for Washington this season, but he grounds out this time. Runner moves over to third. He's 90 feet from scoring with 2 outs, and it's now Wagner-Lagrange coming to the plate. So after falling behind 3-0, Smith able to get an out. First pitch to Lagrange misses away, 1-0. Washington on top of Evansville, 3-0. We're in the top of the fourth. And it is the series opener between these two clubs. Here's the 1-0. Fastball tickles the corner. Strike one. Well, it is a beautiful day here at the ballpark. 80 degrees. And we had some clouds out there to begin the game, but I'm not seeing any right now. Here's the pitch. And the 1-1 tipped off the glove of Felix. Foul ball. And it's 1-2. I'll tell you, Mother Nature has given her worst and given her best here at Bosse Field this year. And it really feels like, even dating back through college ball, that was the case as well, at least a little bit more northeast of here. 1-2, slapper back up the middle on a line, and this gets through for a base hit. Coming in to score, Clowers. And it's an RBI single with 2 outs again for Washington. This time, Wagner-Lagrange doing the damage. He stands on first, and it's Andrew Czech coming to the plate. Well, that R word is supposed to stay away for a few days, at least the forecast says so. First pitch, and Czech takes low, 1-0. But I always say that being a weatherman is like being a baseball player. You can fail 7 out of 10 times, and you're still in the Hall of Fame. So 4-0, Washington leads it. They have 7 hits already. And excuse me, swing on the next pitch from Czech. Went too far around on a fastball that was near the outside edge. 1-1 the count. Czech 1 for 2. He doubled and scored back in the third. We're in the fourth. The 1-1. And must have been a little bit low. Close pitch, but it's 2-1. it's been so strange weather-wise. But you really cannot complain here tonight. The 2-1. And it misses a little bit outside and low. Just feels like it's either been pouring down rain or it's been 80 degrees and sunny. And it hasn't just been here at Bosse Field either. The weather has been on the road for Evansville as well. 3-1 in there for a called strike. Counts now full. I mean, even thinking back to the last road series, there was one game completely canceled in Florence because of rain, and even in the series against Washington, there was a delay for about an hour. And that was in the series finale. Here's the payoff. Breaking ball swung on, hit through the right side, base hit. And on his horse to third is Lagrange. He will put on the brake there. So runners at the corners, back-to-back base hits with 2 outs from Lagrange and check. And now it's Tyreek Reed coming to the plate.
Tyreek Reed.
Well, we'd like to give a shout-out to Dusty Granger, who is tuning in right now. Appreciate your support, Dusty. He's a beloved friend of my father. Now the first pitch, swung on, ground ball back to the mound, taken by Smith. Great play as he potentially takes a base hit away from Reed. Threw it to first and the inning is over. Well, another run comes in to score, and Washington has taken a 4-0 lead over Evansville. We'll head to the home half of the fourth here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network.
It's time to show us your best smiles for the Paramount Dental Smile Cam. Over 300,000 members trust Paramount Dental because it's based right here in the Hoosier state of Indiana. Paramount Dental has been ensuring smiles for more than 37 years. Keep smiling with Paramount Dental. And as we're smiling for Paramount Dental, be sure to check out Frontier League action, which includes the Evansville Otters on Flow Sports, the official streaming partner of the Frontier League. Never miss a game and follow along all the way through the season. Visit EvansvilleOtters.com for links to watch and subscribe for all Frontier League and Flow Sports content. Leading off for the Evansville Otters, first baseman, number 34, David Mendham.
Bottom of the fourth inning, and David Mendham leads it off for Evansville. First pitch from Jerry Alfregio, and this is a smash down the first baseline, just foul, really close. And Mendham will head back to the plate with an 0-1 count. Washington on top, 4-0. And real quick, since we had to squeeze it in at the end of the last inning, I'd like to give a shout out to Dusty Granger, who was a mentor of my father, also a beloved friend, and my dad asking for a shout out. So, hey Dusty, how you doing? Appreciate your support of Evansville and hope all is well with you. Righty on lefty matchup. The pitch. And Mendham takes low for a ball, 1-1. Mendham tonight, 0 for 1, a backward K in the book, but he felt like that strikeout was not warranted. The 1-1 takes a breaking ball low. And keep in mind, this umpiring crew was the same one that we had at Florence. There have been some chirps from both sides already with this crew. Now the 2-1 pitch, and it misses outside. This is the crew that supposedly missed Craig Massey launching the ball out of the stadium after a call he did not agree with was overturned. That was in the weekend series at Florence. Here's the 3-1, and it misses outside, ball 4.
That's a Deerhead Sidewalk Cafe and Bar.
Now that's a Deerhead Sidewalk Cafe and Bar, and that'll send up Anthony Calarco. So for the third inning in a row, Evansville has a leadoff base runner. The last 2 tries, they haven't been able to do anything with it. Washington leads 4-0. Bottom of the 4th inning. Calarco, 1 for 1. He doubled his last time up. Here's the pitch from Frigio, and he takes at the knees, and Calarco kind of just stands there in the box. Like, are you kidding me? Frigio ready. Righty on lefty battle. The pitch. Calarco nubs one out towards the left side of the infield. Going to be a tough play. Pitcher barehands it and throws it to first. Great play by Frigio. He wasted no time with Calarco heading down the line. Moving up to second, Mendham. So it is a productive out, but Calarco heading back to the dugout is out number 1. So now it's Yomar Reyes coming to the plate. Reyes 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. Here's the pitch. And Reyes takes a strike right down the middle, 0-1. It just seems like Reyes, for the caliber of player that he was last year, isn't himself right now. And that's okay. There's time to figure that out, but you'd like to get his bat going as soon as possible. The 0-1. Sent back to the screen, foul, 0-2. And it just seems like he's getting himself into situations like these, falling behind in a lot of counts. 0-1, 0-2, 1-2. Ray is still batting .241, so a respectable number, but again, just not where he was a season ago. The 0-2. And here's a Baltimore chop out towards short, fielded cleanly. Clowers rifles one to first in time. 2 down.
Right fielder.
So the runner moves over again, and Mendham now stands on third. But after that leadoff walk, there's now 2 down in the inning. Here's Mason House. Otters trail 4-0. House 0 for 1, a backward K in the book, his first time at the plate. House hitting just 167 and 18 tries coming into this game. Takes one high. And the count 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch. And House takes one on the outside corner. A breaking ball from Frigio, called strike 1. House, drafted by the Padres in 2017, went in the 3rd round out of high school. Signed with a slot value of $750,000. The 1-1. Swung on, ripped down the first baseline, foul. And we'll try it now at 1-2. Spent some time in their farm system. In 2018, he was sent up to the low-A Tri-City Dust Devils. Didn't hit well, sent down again. Finished his season back in the ACL. The 1-2 pitch misses high. And in 2019, he spent part of the season back in low-A, but hit well below the Mendoza line and then got cut. That was his final year of baseball until now. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And he takes low. So House's last professional year was all the way back in 2019. He has taken some significant time out of the game, but he has been coaching. He went through a stretch where he had to figure some things out with his personal life. The coaching actually brought him back to the game. The payoff, and he laces it back to the screen. We all go through those trials and tribulations in life, but boy, if you hear House's story, if you have a chance to talk to him and he opens up to you about it, everything that could have went wrong was just thrown onto him at once. So understandably, he had to miss some time from the game. The 3-2. And he lines it to the screen again. We'll try another payoff. But the way he handled the situation, it says a lot about his character. He is a great guy. Good clubhouse guy as well, gets along with everybody. And now he's trying to figure how to play the game at a high level out again. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss. He's down on strikes. That'll do it here in the fourth. And Washington with a 4-0 lead over the Otters. We'll head to inning number 5 here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Southwest Graphics Evansville Otter Bells.
Seen on the Otter Rail lately, make sure you tell them hello when you do. Evan's excited to see all of our fans and encourage you to visit Heritage for all your banking needs. Heritage, a proud partner of Evansville Otters baseball. Leading off, left fielder 22, Quincy Lattimore.
Top of the 5th inning, and it's Zach Smith still out on the rubber. His first pitch is a breaking ball that just misses low, and it's 1-0 to Quincy Lattimore. Well, as mentioned earlier, there is a train track out past right field. Next pitch misses inside, and it's 1-1. Boy, that thing is loud. Again, whenever I hear it, it always reminds me of Brewster's Millions. Great movie, would highly recommend if you haven't seen it. Next pitch, tapped at the plate foul, and we'll try it with a 2-1 count. Lattimore 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. Washington on top, 4-0 over Evansville. Here's the pitch. And this ball smoked down the left field line, but foul. Well, the Otters have played 2 series at home, and they are 3-3 in the 2024 season. But against these guys, they have struggled. 2-2. This is down low. It's full. Of course, there are only 3 games being on the road to Washington, but the Wild Things off to a good start here tonight. Looking to make it 4 wins in a row to begin the season against Evansville. Now the payoff. Just a little bit low, ball 4.
Catcher, 33, J.C. Santini.
So Smith now at 94 pitches. And he has tossed in 54 strikes, but it's another leadoff base runner. Lattimore on first. 4-0 Washington, and here's J.C. Santini. Had an RBI single his last time at the plate. 1 for 1, also walked in the first. Righty on righty battle. Here's the pitch. Runner goes to second. Breaking ball. And it's in there for a called strike. The transfer was dropped by the catcher, Felix. So no throw to second. Last season against Washington, Evansville was able to take the season series 5 games to 4. Now the 0-1. Fastball just a little bit inside. But overall in Frontier League history, the Wild Things owning the series again all time against Evansville, 89-81. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball back up the middle, and Bose tries to extend his glove back behind the bag, can't get there. Mosley fields it in center, but quickly on his horse home was Lattimore. This is what we saw from Washington when they were at home at Wild Things Park, capitalizing on their opportunities. And now coming to the plate after the RBI single from Santini, it is Ethan Wilder. So now it's 5-0 Washington. Righty on righty battle, the pitch. A little bit inside, 1-0. Wilder, 0 for 2. Hit the ball hard his last time up, but grounded out to second. Evansville's last win against Washington was back on August 20th of last year. It was a 6-5 win. The pitch in there, a called strike. Nice breaking ball that time from Smith. Jason tuning in from Tennessee. How's it going, Jason? Now the next pitch, and the 1-1. This is a little bit outside. Also, thank you for that piece of information, Jason, with the louder sound. The 2-1, runner goes to second, swing and a miss, throw down to the bag on a hop, and it's not in time. Really close play there at the bag, but Felix's throw a snippet behind Santini, who has his first stolen bag of the year. These guys for Washington will try to steal everybody. So Wilder down on the strikeout, and they're going to say interference again, I believe.
Shortstop 2, Carson Clowers.
Well, the count was only 2-2, and indeed, Wilder out on the batter's interference. Now Tom Vaith yapping at home plate umpire Nick Barone, having some choice words for him. This is the second time this game that a Wild Things batter has been called out for interference. Well, I'll tell you, that time it was a lot more obvious. He got directly in the throw of Felix. So the runner goes back to first, 1 down in the inning, and it's a called strike to Carson Clowers, 0-1. 5-0 Wild Things. I mean, just plain and obvious. You can't get in front of home plate swinging, and that's exactly what Wilder did. This ball's ripped out towards left field. Backing up is Bednar, and he fields it on a hop. That's a base hit for Clowers. So erase the stolen bag for Santini, but he does still stand on second after that base hit. Clowers on first. The lineup turns over, and McNeely comes to the plate. First and second, 1 out. Top of the 5th inning, and it is 5-0 Washington. Felix stepping out to put a play on for the defense. McNeely, 1 for 3, a single and a run scored, which came back in the first. The Wild Things jumped ahead early, and they put up a crooked number in inning number 1. The pitch to McNeely. Breaking ball on the outside half, called the strike. Since then, they have never looked back. Well, Smith now at 104 pitches. Got to imagine this will be it for him, his next delivery home. Breaking ball in the dirt. Heck of a block by the catcher, Felix. Smith leans in. 10 seconds working on that pitch clock. He gets the sign. He's ready from the stretch. He deals. Another breaking ball in the dirt. And another block by Felix. So the runners will stay on first and second. He has really had to work back behind the plate tonight, and Felix has done such a tremendous job of keeping the ball in front of him. There's really nothing that's got by him. And Smith's control has been all over the board here tonight. Here's a ground ball. Smash towards second. Diving stop. Bose picks up, throws to first in time. Oh, what a web gem by the second baseman. Able to take a base hit away from McNeely. That is a highlight type play. Both runners advance to second and third, and there's 2 down in the inning now for Caulfield. Tommy Caulfield, 0 for 1, 2 walks, a run scored. He grounded out his last time up. And we have time out there. Looked like Caulfield just wasn't going to step into the box. Not exactly sure what was going on. Maybe there was a ball that got away down by that Otters bullpen in right field. Smith ready. He deals. This is a little bit inside, perhaps low. Count 1-0. So there have been a couple of really nice plays defensively for Evansville, despite the 2 errors that they've surrendered here tonight. Washington leads it 5-0, top of the 5th. The pitch again misses low. Well, I gotta be honest, I'm a little bit surprised to see Smith still out there. He has tossed 109 pitches. This is by far and away the most he's thrown in a single outing. Righty on lefty battle. The pitch. Breaking ball misses away. 3-0. Well, this might be his last batter. Again, the bullpen is hot for Evansville. But before this, Smith has been yet to eclipse 100 pitches. The 3-0. Back to the screen, gets away from the catcher Felix, thinking about coming home Santini, but then he backs up towards third. That one might have clipped our home plate umpire, Nick Barone. Looked to get some extra clothing, and you could hear it in the crowd mic. But here comes Max Peterson after the walk from Smith. Caulfield on first. The base is loaded for Washington, and it looks like Peterson will make the call to the bullpen. More information on the reliever to come when we come back here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. We're on the 5th, and it is 5-0 Washington over Evansville.
Evansville call the bullpen. Tyler Driver in to pitch the battery. Driver is on the mound. Felix behind the plate. Pitch catcher battery is powered by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find all of your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, 2319 North River Road, or 812-475-9000. Tell them, sing from the Otters, sing you. Right fielder, 6.
Tyler Driver on to pitch. We're in the top of the 5th. Washington with a 5-0 lead over Evansville. And the bases are loaded for the reliever. There's 2 down in the inning. At the plate, Wagner Lagrange, who is 2 for 3, had batter's interference in one of his plate appearances. But his other 2 tries at the plate resulting in base hits. Goes after the first pitch, hits it down the first baseline foul. Well, for Smith, he threw 111 pitches, but left the game after giving up a 4-pitch walk, which sent Tommy Caulfield down to first base. Standing on second, Carson Clowers, and J.C. Santini on third. Now the next pitch from Driver. Inside, and Lagrange moves his torso out of the way of that one. 1 ball and 1 strike. So a threatening chance here for Washington. And they are trying to blow this game open. The 1-1. Swing and a tapper into the glove of Felix. 1-2 the count now. And Evansville trying to hold on for dear life. Evansville really needs to get something going soon if they want to try and climb themselves back into the top echelon of the Frontier League West. Here's a ground ball smashed towards short. Delgado fields it cleanly, flips it on to second for the force, and Bose there to make the grab. The inning is over. Well, one more does come in to score, but the damage could have been worse as Washington strands the bases loaded. They lead 5-0 over Evansville, and we're heading to the home half of the 5th.
In order to save money at home. But right now, we need you to turn up the energy and the volume to make some noise for your Evansville Otters. Put all your energy into cheering them on for the second half of the game. Let's make this light bulb really glow with Evansville spirit. Give it all you've got for the center point of the game. Your Evansville Otters need your support to give them an energy boost for the win tonight.
Leading off for Evansville, left fielder, number 6, Randy Bednar.
Randy Bednar leading it off here in the bottom of the 5th inning. We're back at Bosse Field, and Washington with a 5-0 lead over Evansville. Bednar 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. And looking to once again lead this inning off with a base runner. Evansville has had that a ton tonight, but haven't been able to do anything with it. First pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1 to Bednar. Oh, Bednar was not tabbed in the original lineup that we had. And about 40 minutes before game time, Andy McCauley made a switch. Next pitch, bouncing ball in the dirt, and Bednar holds up his swing in time. No, he doesn't. It's 0-2. Well, the scoreboard says 0-2. Our Flow Sports says 1-1. Which one is it? Now the pitch. Fastball high. Well, I believe it's 2-1. I would be shocked if they said Bednar went far enough around on that last pitch. Here's the 1-2. He goes after this one. Hammers it high to left field. This ball is off the wall. Extra bases for Bednar, and he strolls into second with a leadoff double. How do you like that? Bednar extends his hit streak to 7 games.
The catcher, number 5.
And he was inches away from having a home run hit towards the upper third part of the wall. And now it's Justin Felix coming to the plate. Felix, 1 for 1. He singled his first time up. The pitch to him. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. It's 0-1. Well, Frigio has maneuvered around leadoff base runners throughout this game, and he has been terrific. But how many times can you play Houdini? The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Another breaking ball. Whenever you consistently give up leadoff base runners, the margin for error becomes more and more thin. And you got to figure eventually the opposing team will figure you out at some time. Of course, you say that, and Evansville hasn't done so yet, but another scoring chance. Bottom of the 5th, nobody out. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Felix heading back to the dugout as out number 1.
Second baseman, number 11, Austin Boast.
That's 6 strikeouts here tonight for Frigio, and you got to think, if you're the Otters, you cannot let another opportunity go by the wayside. It just cannot happen if you want to try and climb back into this ball game. 5-0 Washington. Runner on second, 1 out. The pitch to Austin Boast, and he hammers it high, deep to left field. Forget about it. It's gone. Austin Boast joining the home run parade for Evansville, his first of the year, and he gets the Otters on the board as they trail 5-2. Now the lights go off here at Bosse Field.
Back to the Edward Jones leadoff.
That ball was crushed over the left field wall. And Boast stirring some life back into this Evansville offense, which has been quiet all night long. And finally, some damage has been done after they get a leadoff base runner. So here's Blake Mosley. He goes after the first pitch. It's a weak grounder to short. Clowers gets it out of the glove quickly, and his throw to first is in time. There's 2 down.
Shortstop, number 8.
So Washington has a lead now of 3. They're on top 5-2, and it's Riley Delgado coming to the plate. Righty on righty battle. First pitch to him on the outside corner, a called strike, 0-1. Delgado 0 for 2, trying to extend his hit streak to 6 games. He played in both contests against Florence. He slices the next one back to the screen, and it's 0-2. And Delgado did not play against Washington when the Otters were on the road last week. He actually drove separate from the team. The 0-2. And he chops this one towards the right side of the infield. Charging Wilder, fields it, throws it, and the inning is over. Well, Evansville gets 2, and it's a 2-run homer from Austin Boast to put the team on the board. They trail 5-2, 5 in the books, and we're heading to the 6th here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network.
Build a sub. We've got 2 master sub chefs ready to build an artisan BLT. First, our contestants will spin around about 10 times and then build their sub. Once the sub is built, they'll run it to their otter bell, keeping all the ingredients inside the sandwich. First one to hand their completed sub off to an otter bell wins a coupon for Jersey Mike's. On your mark, get set, go! way to top us up is with real red wine vinegar, made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the only way to get it is at Jersey Mike's, because authentic ingredients make a step above. Now located at 939 North Burkhart Road in Evansville. Back to you, Zane.
Thanks, Chloe. Make sure you check out the Otters Team Store and check out all the latest merchandise from apparel and keep yours for one very low price. The Otters Team Store in the main town. Here's a Play It Again Sports replay. Leading off for the Washington Wild Things at first base, 28, Andrew Sheck.
Andrew Check leading it off for Washington, top of the 6th inning. Tyler Driver's first pitch. This is a little bit outside, 1-0. 5-2 with Washington on top of Evansville. The Otters getting on the board for the first time in the bottom of the 5th inning. Next pitch, a called strike, and it's 1-1 now to Check. It just wasn't a terrific day for Smith, the starter, but if Evansville can get some runs and the bullpen can do its job, there's a chance. A 1-1 swing and a miss. You look at the total numbers, and Smith got ahead first pitch strikes 16 times. But there were also many occasions where after that first pitch strike, he would fall behind in the count, or he just began the at-bat falling well behind. 1-2 misses outside. So he ended up throwing three ball counts as well as 4 3-2 counts. Here's the 2-2. Inside, and now it's full. So as a whole now, this staff has thrown into 10 3-ball or 3-2 counts. That includes this at-bat here from Driver. Here it comes. This ball swung on, roped out towards center field. Mosley camping under, makes the catch, and there's one down. So it's a line out to begin the inning. And Tyreek Reed coming to the plate now, bases empty. Washington leads at 5-2. Driver with 10 pitches in the first 2 guys that he has seen, but he really did a great job coming out of the bullpen and shutting things down quickly in that top of the 5th. Here's the pitch to Reed. Misses outside and low. Bases loaded whenever Driver came into the game. And that was after Smith walked Tommy Caulfield to load him up. And Driver set down the first guy he saw. Driver into the wind. He deals. Misses outside, 2-0. So because that end of the inning went rather fast, we never got a chance to display Smith's line. He went 4 2/3, 5 runs, 4 earned, 10 hits, 5 walks, and 4 strikeouts. The righty deals, and it's sent back to the screen foul. 2-1 the count now to Reed. Reed 0 for 3, couple of ground outs, a strikeout. Righty on righty matchup. Here's the pitch. And it's swung on, hit out towards right center. House giving chase, and he makes the catch on the run, 2 down. So now that'll bring up Quincy Lattimore. And the left fielder is 0 for 2. Walked and scored his last time up. 2 strikeouts to his card. Tyler Driver, a two-seam fastball, cut fastball, slider change. First pitch lined over Delgado, the shortstop, and this will go into left center for a base hit for Lattimore.
Catcher,
So it's a
33,
two-out base
J.C.
runner now.
Santini.
And that'll bring up J.C. Santini. Washington leads at 5-2, top of the sixth. And there's two down. So Driver with that four-pitch arsenal. He's into his seventh appearance in the 2024 season. No pitching record. His first toss home to Santini. In there, no. Oh my, just missed off the inside corner. Driver, 8 2/3 innings of work, a 5.19 ERA. He offers up. And here's a ground ball hit out towards third. Reyes fields it cleanly, moving towards second. Throws to the bag at second. And Bost is there to put it away for the force. So a two-out base runner for Washington does no damage. We're heading to the home half of the sixth with the Wild Things on top of the Otters, 5-2.
Time for the dance cam brought to you by Drake's. That's Brandon Taylor's favorite. We need everybody to get up and dance because, like Brandon, Drake's is your go-to for 24 beers on tap, big burgers, and the freshest sushi in all of Evansville. Visit Drake's at 1222 Hurston Road or drakescutplay.com, and perhaps you'll see Brandon there. Now let's dance. Let beautiful Bossy Field be the venue for your next celebration with one of our grand slam picnics, and you and your guests will receive an exclusive Otters Special Edition hat. If you'd like to be a part of an upcoming Evansville Otters home game, it's simple. Go to evansvilleotters.com or call the front office at 812-435-8686. Washington called the bullpen. 13, Frankie Giuliano. Hit to pitch. The battery.
Giuliano.
Is on the mound. Santini behind the plate. Pitch pitch battery is powered by the Answer Auto Carries. 2319 Lexington Rotary 12475 9000.
Frankie Giuliano.
Leading off for the Evansville Otters, first baseman, number 34, David Mendo.
Frankie Giuliano out to pitch now for Washington. Bottom of the sixth inning, and the Wild Things lead at 5-2 over Evansville. For the Otters, David Mendham at the plate, lefty on lefty matchup. And it's in there for a called strike. It's 0-1. Mendham, 0 for 1. He walked his last time up, struck out in the first. We'll get you the final line for Dario Frigio, the starter. And I was going to say after this pitch, but J.C. Santini heading out to the mound, so we'll go ahead and do it right now. 5 innings of work for Frigio, the right-hander. Gave up 2 runs, both earned. That was on the 2-run homer from Austin Bost in the last inning. And he gave up 4 hits, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, so all things considered, really good day. He only threw 81 pitches, 60 strikes, but Tom Vaith didn't want to risk it. And I guess they didn't want to let him try and pitch the full 9 innings like he did last time against Evansville. So the meeting over on the mound. Now the pitch. A little bit outside, 1-1. Mendham 3 for 11 the last time he saw Washington. Had an RBI, a triple, a run, and a walk. The pitch. And he takes a big hack there. He's trying to send that one towards the northern part of the city. And he's down in the count 1-2. Well, that was the one thing that he did not do well in that Washington series the first time around. Had 4 Ks in 3 games. He's already got 1 strikeout tonight. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He fanned at a breaking ball. So a 4-pitch strikeout for Giuliano coming out of the bullpen. And now coming to the plate, it'll be Anthony Calarco.
Designated hitter number 3, Anthony Calarco.
Calarco, 1 for 2, a double and a ground out. The pitch to him. And he takes a breaking ball on the outside half, called strike 1. Giuliano signed after an acquisition and a trade with Washington. Calarco cuts and comes up empty. That was back on February 23rd of 2024. So he's in his first season with the club. Well, he's looked good here. This is the first time that we've seen him this season. And the 0-2 is a swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts, wipeout stuff. Calarco chasing well outside the zone.
Third baseman.
And now it's Yomar Reyes coming to the plate. Bases empty, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th, and it is 5-2 Washington. Well, Giuliano spent the last 2 seasons with the Angels of Trois-Rivières. Now the pitch, and Reyes watches one low and inside. And in that 2022 season, he didn't play much. Saw just 3 appearances before making 42 last year. The pitch fouled back to the screen. 1-1 now to Reyes.
Ball is brought to you by Heads Construction.
In 2023, Giuliano had 3 saves, worked in 38 2/3 innings, and he fanned 31 guys. Giuliano started his pro career after 3 collegiate seasons at Pace. He had decent numbers there. Nothing that stood out off the resume. 1-1 misses outside. 2-1 now to Reyes. But he did see a lot of appearances, also 4 starts in his collegiate career. The pitch misses outside, 3-1. And he struck out 48 batters in his 50 collegiate innings. He began his career at Monroe College, transferred to Pace after his freshman season. 3-1, popped up. This should do the inning. And charging in is the center fielder, McNeely. And it's the second baseman, Ethan Wilder, to make the catch. I couldn't tell where that ball landed. There's a pole right in front of where that trajectory ended up. So it was the second baseman, Wilder, to make the catch. 1-2-3 inning for Giuliano. And the inning is over. We'll head to the 7th. Washington 5, Evansville 2.
Skip the line or pay from the comfort of your very own home with self-service options at Heritage. Heritage, a proud partner of Evansville Otters baseball. Don't forget, we're back at Bosse Field tomorrow night. Same time, same place, 6:35 against the Washington Wild Things. It's a Senior Connection Wednesday. So if you're 55 and older, make sure you take advantage of those Senior Connection discounts. And a Thirsty Thursday is our series finale at 6:35. We'll see you then. second baseman, 19, Ethan Wilder.
Eight, 9 top in the order for Washington. They lead it 5-2 over Evansville. Top of the seventh. First pitch from Tyler Driver misses low. 1-0 to Ethan Wilder. Wilder called out with a batter's interference. That's the second time that this has happened here in this game. A 1-0. Line back to the screen foul. We'll try it now at 1 ball and 1 strike. Driver 19 total pitches out of the bullpen. 12 strikes. He saw 4 batters in his first full inning back in the 6th. Now the 1-1. And he tosses in a strike on the outside third. 1-2 now to Wilder. Driver came in during that 5th inning. Got out of a bases loaded jam, helping out his starting pitcher, Zach Smith. The pitch. And it's lined to the right side out of play. Breaking ball that time from Driver.
Never regret it.
And this has been a pretty good appearance for the right-hander out of the bullpen so far. Now the next pitch, and it's swung on, hit out towards the right side out of play. And try it again at 1-2. And he needs it. His last appearance, which was back in that middle game against Florence, gave up 3 runs in 2 innings. The pitch. Swing and a foul tip into the glove of Felix. He holds on. Great squeeze there by the catcher, and he has been putting on to display defensively to remember. So now it's Carson Clowers coming to the plate. Bases empty, 1 out. Top of the 7th, and it's 5-2 Washington. Righty on righty battle. Clowers 3 for 3 today. First pitch to him, he lines it back to the screen foul. Well, Clowers hitting in the 9-hole. He came into this game with a .240 average. 2 homers, 5 ribbies, but he has singled in each of his 3 at-bats tonight. The 0-1. Fastball misses low and in the dirt. Driver winds and fires, and the 1-1 is hit back to the screen. Actually hits the very top of the roof right above the screen. Clanks back onto the playing field. So we'll try it now at 1-2. And we have time called. Clowers using his 1 timeout per at-bat. Adjust the batting gloves. Washington trying to get away with a Game 1 win against Evansville. The pitch. Breaking ball misses away. And for the Otters, well, they are trying to avoid falling to their worst marker of the season, 6 games below 500. They came into this game 5-10, but they're going to need some more runs. The 2-2 misses low. It's now full. All right, we've said it a lot this season, but it's just been an uncharacteristic start for this team. Now the payoff. Inside, ball 4. So it's a 1-out walk for Clowers. He'll head down to first. The lineup will turn over, and it's Caleb McNeely coming to the plate. Washington leads it 5-2. It's so strange to see a team make it to the Frontier League Championship a season ago and then come out to start the 2024 season like this. Throw to the bag at first. Clowers in safely, but that's what happens in a league like this because there is so much turnover with the roster. There are several pitchers that are the same as last year for Evansville. Runner goes on the pitch. Here's a ground ball hit out towards third. Reyes charging, throws it to first, and McNeely is set down. Moving up to second is Clowers. So it is a productive out for the center fielder, but he's out number 2, and it's Tommy Caulfield coming to the plate. Washington leads it 5-2, top of the 7th inning. A lot of the position players for Evansville completely new to the team. In fact, they got rid of one of them not too long ago. Brian Rosario was released from the team, and he was one of the only position players who was with the club last year. First pitch misses outside to Caulfield, 1-0. So you just never know what you're going to get year to year in this league. Now the 1-0, and it's laced back to the screen foul, 1-1 to Caulfield. But I think that makes it all the more impressive for a team like the Quebec Capitales to win the Frontier League championship on back-to-back seasons. Driver, ready now, righty on lefty matchup. The pitch to Caulfield, and he takes a strike. It's 1-2. Now 33 pitches by my count for Driver. But if he can go 2 1/3 scoreless, that will set the offense up for a chance. Now the 1-2. This ball rocked out towards right field, sinking quickly, and a diving play by House. He came up with it. Oh my, what a play by the right fielder. Stealing a base hit away from Caulfield, but also, more importantly, stealing a run away from Washington. We'll head to the home half of the 7th. It's stretch time here at Bosse Field, and Washington leads the Otters 5-2.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back, and we'll root for the Otters. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out in the old ball game. Nicely done. Let's get some runs. Right fielder number 9, Mason House.
Mason House leading off the bottom of the 7th inning. He swings and misses at the first pitch, and it's 0-1. Washington leads it 5-2, and Evansville looking for an answer. Frankie Giuliano back on the hill, and his next pitch misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike to House. Giuliano tossed a 1-2-3 in the 6th inning. Struck out the first 2 guys, then got a fly out to the second baseman and the frame. House swings and misses. 1-2 the count to him. Lefty on lefty battle. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called. Well, it's a hat trick of strikeouts for House. He He's now got 17 on the year, and that's in what is now his 7th game. You hate to see it for a guy like that when you get to know him. Here comes Tom Vaith. Looks like he's going to make a call to the bullpen. But hopefully for House's sake, he starts to figure things out, and he's probably got to do so in a hurry. More information on the reliever to come when we come back. We'll take a short step aside here on the Otters Digital Network and Flow Sports. We're in the 7th, and it's 5-2, Washington over Evansville.
Call the bullpen. Washington 20, Justin Brown. Into pitch. Brown on the mound. Santini behind the plate. Batteries powered by the Answer Auto Repair East, 2319 Oyster Road, 812-475-9000. Tell them, St. from the Otters and you.
Justin Brown on to pitch. We're in the bottom of the 7th. There's one down and the bases are empty for Randy Bednar. Final line from Frankie Giuliano. 1 1/3. Didn't give up a base runner and struck out 3. Pretty good day at the office for the reliever. Now it's a righty on a righty battle. The pitch, and Bednar ducks out of the way of a fastball high and inside. It's 1-0. Well, Bednar was just inches away from having a home run his last time up. Smoked a double to the left field wall. He's 1 for 2 with a run scored. 5-2, Washington leads Evansville. The pitch, and Bednar crushes this one. High, deep to left, goodbye, home run. Well, that time, he was about 100 feet past the wall. And Bednar picks up his 3rd jack of the year, and the lead has been cut to 2 for Washington. Randy Bednar inches Evansville closer and closer. It's 5-3 now, and it's Justin Felix coming to the plate. So not a good start for the right-hander Justin Brown. And now his first pitch to Felix. Misses the zone, and it's taken for a ball, 1-0. Oh, that crisp crack of the bat never gets old. If you're playing Major League The Show, that's a perfect right there. Now the 1-0 home. In there for a called strike, and it's 1-1. Justin Brown into his 2nd year with Washington. He's 1-1 on the year, a 6.35 ERA. That's in 5 2/3 innings. He deals, and it's a swing and a foul tip into the glove of Santini. 1-2 the count now to Felix. Felix 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout. And a chance for more damage to be done here in this bottom of the 7th. The pitch, and Felix pops it up down by the right side, and the outfield down in fair territory just across the white chalk. The first baseman, Andrew Check, takes charge and puts it away. There's 2 down.
Second baseman, Number 11,
So
Austin
Felix
Post.
out number 2 and a good bounce back at bat there for Goosen Brown. This is already his 7th appearance of the 2024 season. He's been called upon a lot out of the bullpen. He came to Washington last year. Austin Post at the plate. Fastball misses outside, and it's 1-0. Goosen Brown started the year a season ago with York. That's in the Atlantic League. Did not do well. 14.63 ERA. That was in 8 innings. Next pitch to Post. Again misses the zone, 2-0. And then he came to Washington and found immediate success with the team. He's ready now. And he deals. Breaking ball. Hit off towards third off the glove of Caulfield. And it's fielded by the shortstop Clowers. But there's no throw to the bag. And that'll be an error charged to this Wild Things defense. Well, let me tell you, that almost never happens. Washington in first place in the Frontier League with a .990 fielding percentage on the year coming into this game. They have been splendid, taking care of the baseball defensively, but that one just ate up Caulfield at third. So now here's Blake Mosley, righty on lefty matchup. Runner on first, 2 outs. The pitch, and it's a breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-1. 5-3 Washington. And Evansville showing some late life here. The pitch home. First a throw to the bag at first, and Post back in there safely. Now that was just the 6th error of the year for Washington. And that was in 540-plus chances. Now the 0-1. Swung on, ground ball hit to second. Wilder fields it, throws it, inning over. So Evansville gets one more. A solo homer from Randy Bednar makes it a 5-3 game with the Otters trailing the Wild Things. We'll head to the 8th here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network.
Get ready to sumo. These guys are going to attempt to knock each other over. Best of 3 rounds is the winner. And go. We're going to count that. Nice work, guys. Congratulations. Sumo was brought to you by Velvet Ice Cream. Get your Velvet Ice Cream behind third base concessions. Back to you, Zane.
Thanks, Chloe. We have an Otters call to the bullpen. James Crick is in to pitch. The battery Crick is on the mound. Felix behind the plate. That's powered by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery to the Answer Auto Repair East, 2319 North River Road, or 812-475-9000. Tell them, Zane from the Otters. See you. Right fielder 6, Wagner Lagrange.
Heart of the order due up for Washington. Top of the 8th inning. They lead 5-3 over Evansville. And we have a new arm on the hill. James Crick towing the rubber. His first pitch to Wagner Lagrange is a breaking ball in there for a called strike, 0-1. Well, the final line for Tyler Driver went 2 1/3 innings. No runs, 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 K. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. So he was able to have a good bounce back performance after struggling against Florence, and James Crick will be looking for the same thing. Righty on righty matchup. Now the pitch. Breaking ball misses low and outside. Count now 1-2. Crick, in his last appearance, also pitched on that May 25 game against Florence, went 1 1/3. It was an ugly one. 7 runs, all earned, 5 hits, 2 walks, 2 Ks. Now the 1-2. Line back to the screen. We'll try it again. On the season, Crick, 6 appearances, a 1-0 win-loss record, 9 2/3 innings, 7.45 ERA, 155 WHIP, 12 Ks. Now his 1-2 home. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. So Lagrange down on strikes, bases empty, 1 out to begin the 8th. Washington leads at 5-3. Andrew Check coming to the plate. You see that 7.45 ERA for Crick, and it just doesn't do him justice. We're still early enough into the season where those ERAs can balloon up and down. Now the pitch home. Misses a little bit high. Check backs out of the way, 1-0. And that's exactly what has happened to James Crick's ERA. Again, just catapulting high into the 7s. Now the 1-0. In there, a called strike, evens the count. But aside from that one outing against Florence, Crick has been terrific. He's been one of the top guys out of the bullpen for Evansville. He deals. And the 1-1 is at the knees, a fastball called strike 2. And this is a guy that Evansville will continue to rely on. Again, he had one bad outing. Happens to everybody, but it was certainly an ugly outing. Now the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, a little bit outside. Jack 2 for 4. He's reached base 3 times, 1 being on an error. A double, a single, a run scored, and a line out. The 2-2 coming. Way inside. And it seems like Check has begun to figure some things out at the plate. Again, he was 0 for 8 last series against Evansville. But putting together a good performance here. The payoff. Breaking ball ripped down the first base side, foul. We'll try it again. It was just a bad week for Check overall. His average dropped to below 350, which you might think that's still really good, and it is. Here's the payoff. Misses down low, ball 4. But when you think about where Check was entering that series against Evansville before last week began, he was hitting .500. So he's lost about 150 points on that batting average coming into tonight, but that'll certainly go back up. And now he has reached base 4 times. He's a 1-out base runner for Tyreek Reed. Here's the pitch. Misses down low, taken for a ball, 1-0. Well, that was a 7-pitch battle. And Check was able to win it. 1 down, top of the 8th, and it's 5-3 Washington. Now the 1-0. At the knees, just misses the zone. 2-0 now to Reed. Evansville trying to climb back after being down 5-0. They have strung together 3 runs unanswered. The 2-0 swung on, popped up towards right field, ranging towards the line. Just a couple of steps is House, and he makes the grab. There's 2 down.
Left fielder, 22, Quincy Lattimore.
So that'll bring up Quincy Lattimore. Runner on first for Washington. They lead at 5-3. Righty on righty matchup. Crick's first pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-1. Crick ready, working quickly. He's back to it. And the next pitch misses a little bit low. Lattimore, 1 for 3. He has reached base twice and scored once. Here's the pitch. At the knees, a called strike, and the count now 1-2. So Crick trying to quickly get out of this inning. Here he comes. Breaking ball swung on, popped up towards the left side, down by the line, giving chase Bednar, and he's able to run it down. So that'll do it here in the top of the 8th. One stranded on the walk, but no damage done for Washington. They lead at 5-3 over Evansville, and we'll be right back here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network.
Otters fans, it's time for the Legend Sip, brought to you by A's Pizza. 3 of our Bossy Field legends are here to compete for some free A's. We've got Benjamin Bossy, F.J. Wright, and William Henry Harrison. Legends, are you ready? On your mark, get set, go!
Are we going to have a photo finish like we saw at the Indy 500 on Sunday? Looks like it. Benjamin Bossy, that early lead. Benjamin Bossy is our Joseph Newgard. Congratulations. Shortstop number 8, Riley Delgado.
Alex Carrillo on to pitch, and we're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Washington leads at 5-3 over Evansville. For the Otters, Riley Delgado leading things off. The pitch, breaking ball, swing and a miss. Carrillo, a hard-throwing right-hander, signed with the club back on April 1st. 6'3", 225. He's worked in 9 innings this year. 12 strikeouts to 0 walks. Next pitch, slap back to the screen, foul, and it's quickly 0-2 to Delgado. Those are extremely impressive numbers. He's ready. He deals. Breaking ball away. He most recently spent 2 seasons and part of spring training this year in the Mexican League. In 2023, he appeared in 22 games. The pitch misses outside, 2-2 now. And Carrillo in 22 1/3 innings struck out 29 batters, so he's always had wipeout stuff. His 2-2 home. Swung on, sent back to the screen, foul. We'll try it again at 2-2. He spent some time with the New York Boulders in 2021. Appeared in 14 games, whiffing 15 hitters. That was in 19 innings. He offers up to Delgado. Swing and a miss. So this is the guy that they go to whenever they need outs. And Carrillo taking care of Delgado. He's out number 1. Here comes David Mendham. Carrillo originally signed with the Rangers organization out of college. Pitched in rookie ball in 2019. Here's the pitch. Misses outside. 1-0 to Mendham. Well, he only saw that one season in rookie ball, went 4 1/3, gave up no runs, struck out 6. Here's the pitch, and Mendham takes a fastball high. And he has good stuff, no doubt about it. Base is empty, 1 out, the pitch. Misses away. And hold on a minute here, folks. Looks like Carrillo is in danger of walking his first batter of the year. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Mendham going after the 3-0 there. Well, our Flow Sports graphics said that he was 9 innings deep into the season. I'm not 100% sure if that's accurate. We're going to try and get you a more accurate representation directly from our Frontier League website. Now the 3-1. Misses outside, ball 4. Now let's go ahead and double check if that actually is his first walk of the season. And taking a closer look.
Number 3, Anthony Calarco.
No, it is not. It is his second walk. So we had an inaccuracy there on our Flow Sports graphics. Apologies for that. But Mendham heading down to first base. Second time he's walked today. And now the first pitch to Anthony Calarco in there for a strike. It's 1-0. So the real stats for Carrillo, 6 appearances, 6 innings of work. And he has given up a total of 2 runs in those 6 innings. He has 4 strikeouts coming into this appearance with 1 walk. Calarco sends the next pitch back to the screen foul. So go ahead and add 1 strikeout, 1 walk. So 5 Ks and 2 base on balls. That is from the Frontier League website. 5-3, Washington leads it. Bottom of the 8th, the pitch. Runner goes to second. Calarco goes after this one, hits it towards left field. And Lattimore, the left fielder, puts it away on the fly. There's 2 down. So retreating back to first, Mendham. On that play, Tommy Caulfield, the third baseman, faked fielding a ground ball. So, trying to play some games with Mendham. I don't know if it worked or not. I don't know if he realized what Caulfield was trying to do, but sometimes you'll see that. First pitch misses down low to Yomar Reyes, 1-0. And you'll see that to try and get the runner to go back if you think that the ball is going to land for a base hit. Righty on righty matchup, the pitch. Reyes swings and misses. 1-1 the count. Carrillo ready. From the stretch, he deals. Another breaking ball that Reyes can't connect with, and he's down in the count now, 1-2. Well, Reyes has had a tough go of it today, 0 for 3, a strikeout, ground out, and a flyout. And again, it just hasn't gone his way. He started the year off hot, but over the last couple of weeks, that average has dropped. And he just hasn't been seeing the ball great. The 1-2, breaking ball, swing and the miss. Reyes not happy. Head down, heading back to the dugout. That'll do it. We're through 8, and Washington leads at 5-3. We're heading to the 9th here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network.
The Holy Moly Shuffle. Visit a11now.com at least 2 full working days before every digging project, no matter how large or small.
Evansville caught the bullpen. John Beamer in to pitch. Battery Beamer's on the mound. Felix behind the plate. The battery's powered by the Answer Auto Repair East. 2319 North Greenville Road. Or 812-475-9000. Tell them, St. from the Otters send you. Catcher, 3, JC, 33, JC Santini.
Top of the ninth inning, here's JC Santini to face John Beamer. And Beamer beams Santini on the first pitch fastball that was too far inside. So the catcher will head down to first on a hit by pitch. Top of the ninth, and it's 5-3 Washington. They lead Evansville.
Second baseman, 19,
James
Ethan
Crick
Wilder.
tossing a scoreless inning, picking up a strikeout, walking one, no hits. That was back in the 8th inning. So now Beamer will face Ethan Wilder. He's just setting the tone. First pitch, Wilder bunts, puts it back to the screen, foul, 0-1. Legend goes, whenever you hit the first guy you see on the very first pitch, everybody else who comes to the plate will be scared out of their pants. Beamer ready. He offers up, and this is another pitch high, and this was right at the face of Wilder as he squared to bunt again. Pulled it back, and now it's a 1-1 count. Beamer into his 6th appearance of the year. He deals. Breaking ball, misses low. And the bunt pulled back again from Wilder. 2 balls, 1 strike. Beamer has seen action in 5 2/3 innings. He has a 1.59 ERA, a 0.71 whip. Next pitch, outside, 3-1. Beamer 5 strikeouts in those 5 2/3. He spent some time on the DL after opening night. 3-1. And it's a bunt attempt again. Caught on a line. Mendham takes it down by the first base line. Oh, that just had way too much mustard on it off the bat of Wilder.
Carson Clowers.
And he is out number 1 on the line out bunt. So that'll bring up Carson Clowers runner on first, 1 down. It's 5-3 Washington. Here's the pitch from Beamer. Breaking ball, misses a little bit inside. Well, that's not going to make the skipper happy. When you are asked to bunt, you got to get the bunt down. And that time, Wilder doing just the opposite. Now the 1-0. Fastball popped up towards the Otters' first base dugout. This one will land on the roof.
That sound means that's an overhead foul ball. Brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best. Never regret it.
Now Beamer saw time in that Windy City game on opening day. Faced just one batter, then again injured his plant leg. The 1-1. Here's a line drive back up the middle. Taken by Delgado near the second base bag. He makes the catch. And there's 2 down. A couple of lineouts after the hit by pitch to Santini, and the lineup will flip over now for Caleb McNeely. Well, and McCauley and Peterson think very highly of John Beamer. just coming back off the DL not too long ago, and he has been thrown into situations a lot. First pitch line back to the screen from McNeely, 0-1. And he's a guy that's going to be expected to produce out of that bullpen. He's done a nice job so far. Runner on first, 2 down. Top of the ninth, the pitch. Fastball misses outside. Well, he's got some juice with that heater, that last one. 93 miles an hour on the gun. Beamer, a 4-seam fastball, 2-seam fastball, change-up, slider, curve in the arsenal. 1-1 at the top of the zone, a called strike, and it's 1-2. Washington 5, Evansville 3. And the Otters will have one more chance offensively. First, the 1-2. Just off the inside corner. Really close pitch there from Beamer. Tried him with a breaking ball, and it just missed. The deuces are wild. Here's the pitch. Bouncing ball in the dirt, kicks away up the third baseline from the catcher, Felix. And that'll allow the runner, Santini, to advance another 90 feet. He's in scoring position now, 2 down. That is the first ball that Felix has attempted to block today that he has done unsuccessfully. He has been a menace behind the plate. Really doing a nice job, but that one just kicked off his shin guard. Here's the payoff. Strike 3 called. Fastball on the outside corner. And Beamer says, how do you like that, to McNeely. He heads back to the dugout, and the side is retired. So a leadoff hit by pitch does no damage. One more chance for Evansville when we come back. We're heading to the bottom of the ninth. Washington 5 and the Otters 3.
G&H. Congratulations. Play ball with the Hoosier Lottery. Please play responsibly. Schedule line ready from the comfort of your own home with self-service options at Heritage. Heritage partner of Evansville Otters Baseball. Washington got the bullpen. 47, Kyung-Ju. Kim in to pitch. Kim is on mound. Santini behind the plate. This pitch battery is powered by the Answer Auto Repair. East 2319 North River Road. 812-475-9000. Tell them, say from the Otters sent you.
We're in the ninth. One final chance for Evansville. And we'll begin with Mason House, 0 for 3, 3 strikeouts. He will face the closer of the Wild Things, Kim Kyung-Ju. As Washington leads at 5-3, a safe situation for Kyung-Ju. And it has been a thrilling contest. Washington jumping out to a 5-0 lead. Evansville striking for 3 in the later stages. A chance to come back here in the ninth. First pitch to House. In there, a called strike, and it's 0-1. It's going to be tough. Kyung-Ju has done such a nice job this year for Washington. Righty on lefty battle. Here's the pitch. Misses a little bit outside, and it's 1-1 now to House. 7 appearances for Kyung-Ju, 9 innings of work. He has not given up a run yet. We have time called with Santini heading out towards the mound for a battery meeting. Kyungju has given up 1 unearned run. But no earned runs, and he's also struck out 12 in his 9 innings. Has not struck out, or rather walked anybody. So only strikeouts, no walks. He has a whip of .78. Wow, those are great numbers. He's ready, and the pitch to House. Misses a little bit outside, and the count 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, this is it. Evansville can't wait any longer if they want to come away with a series opening win against Washington. Kyungju into the motion, the pitch, swing and a miss. Kyungju comes over the head with the glove while starting his motion. And he's got that straight 90-degree leg lift. He's ready, the pitch, strike 3 called. So House has struck out 4 times in 4 at-bats here tonight. And now it's Randy Bednar coming to the plate. He's 2 for 3. 2 runs scored, a double, a solo homer. And we'll see if he can provide some more pop for Evansville late. Bottom of the 9th, 5-3 Washington. Kyungju with a baker's dozen worth of strikeouts on the season now. First pitch misses downstairs to Bednar, and it's 1-0. Righty on righty battle, the pitch. Misses upstairs, 2-0. That was a 69-mile-an-hour something. Gosh, it almost looks like a knuckleball. We do not know what his arsenal is. That was not provided for us, but he did something. Here's the ball, swung on, popped up towards left center, ranging over McNeely, and the center fielder puts it away. Evansville is down to its final out. That pitch to Bednar almost wobbled back and forth, which leads me to believe that it was a knuckleball. It was certainly slow enough to be one. Could have also been a odd-looking changeup. Anyways, here's Justin Felix. 2 down, bases empty, 5-3 Washington. First pitch, and the catcher takes low, 1-0. Now, Bednar not happy after that 2-0 swing. And he kind of looked down towards the dirt after that pitch. Now the 1-0. Felix waves and misses. Bottom of the 9th inning, and Evansville searching for a bit of 2-out magic here. The 1-1. And it's a strike on the outside corner called strike 2. So Evansville down to its final strike. Kyungju gets the sign. Into the motion. He deals. Breaking ball misses away. That just has been a struggle for Evansville early in this season. Trying to figure something out here, the 2-2. And this one's lined back over the screen, foul. We'll try it again.
That overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. She's the best, never regret it.
Boy, this would be quite the comeback story. Here's the payoff, rather the 2-2. Swing and a miss, game over. So 2 strikeouts for Kyungju, and he sets the Otters down quietly in the 9th. That'll do it here at Bosse Field. And Washington takes the series opener, 5-3 your final score here tonight. We'll be right back for the postgame show.
Head to the right field picnic area and await further instructions from Chloe. For those of you departing, we have a Senior Connection Wednesday tomorrow at 6:35. Tickets on sale right now at EvansvilleOtters.com. We hope to see you then. Please have a safe trip home. Good night, everyone, and go Otters.
staying up. Your final score here tonight in the series opener between Washington and Evansville, the Wild Things 5 and the Otters 6. So we'll give you the recap coming your way here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. 771 people came out to see this one. It's a gorgeous day here at Bosse Field. Our game time temperatures, 80 degrees, partly cloudy skies. A 2-hour and 52-minute affair that resulted in another Wild Things win. They are now 4-0 in the season series against Evansville. And with the win, the Wild Things jumped to 10-5 on the year. With the loss, Evansville drops to 5-11. We'll go through the scoring recap here. In the top of the first inning, Caleb McNeely and Tommy Caulfield both reached base safely. Later, Andrew Check reached on an error which brought home McNeely on an earned run. Caulfield also came in to score. He was an unearned run, and those were the two runs that scored in that first inning. Washington was off to a good start. They added in the third inning with a double from Andrew Check with nobody out. And then later in the inning, it was a J.C. Santini RBI single. That came with two away, made it 3-0. And then in the fourth and fifth innings, there were one run each to come in and score for Washington. A leadoff single from Carson Clowers. He scored on an RBI single from Wagner Lagrange in the fourth. And in the fifth, a leadoff walk from Quincy Lattimore. And it was an RBI single from J.C. Santini to bring him home. At that point, it was 5-0. Evansville found the scoreboard in the bottom of the fifth inning. It was a double from Randy Bednar, followed by a one-out, two-run homer from Austin Boast. And then in the seventh inning, a solo homer from Bednar made it a 5-3 game, but that was all Evansville had in the tank here tonight as they went down quietly. The rest of the contest couldn't climb back from that 5-run deficit, and they drop another one here in this 2024 season. Final box score tonight, Washington, 5 runs, 4 earned, 12 hits, 1 error, 14 left on base. And for Evansville, 3 runs, all earned, 5 hits, 2 errors in the field, and they had 4 left on base. The winning pitcher, Dario Frigio, and his only 2 wins of the year have come against Evansville. He pitched 5 full innings, giving up just 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 walk, 6 Ks. He probably could have went longer, but Tom Vaith decided that he was going to pull the plug a little bit early, and the bullpen of Frankie Giuliano, Justin Goosen Brown, Alex Carrillo, and Kim Keyoungju got the job done in the later innings, giving up just 1 run. Keyoungju picking up his 5th save after tossing a scoreless inning in the 9th, picking up 2 Ks and not allowing a base runner. Taking the loss, Zach Smith, he went 4 2/3 tonight, gave up all 5 runs on 4 earned, 10 hits, and he surrendered 5 walks, struck out 4. The control just wasn't there for Smith tonight, and he takes the loss, dropping to 0-3. With the win, Frigio now 2-1. And the combination of Tyler Driver, James Crick, and John Beamer did a terrific job out of the bullpen, but this offense struggling once again here in the 2024 season. And the Otters have been held to 3 runs or less now on 10 different games in the 16 that they've played in the 2024 season. So their offense is really going to have to figure something out moving forward, because that is not a recipe for success. But they will have a chance to get back on track tomorrow in the middle game of this 3-game series against Washington. Another 6:35 p.m. Central Time start time. You can catch all the action on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. One final time, your final score, Washington 5, Evansville 3 here tonight. And again, one final record annunciation. The Wild Things now to 10-5, and Evansville drops to 5-11. For our entire press box here at Evansville, for all you who tuned into today's game, this is Kyle Chandler saying thanks again, And we hope to see you again tomorrow, a 6:35 start time as Evansville looks to rebound with a win against Washington. But until then, stay safe, enjoy the rest of your night, and most importantly, God bless everybody.